enema of the pee hole. Good morning, everyone. Today is Monday, the 24th of February, and today I'm going to be starting out my vlog for my show. So, for those of you who don't know, I am playing Dr. T. Stockman in a version of An Enemy of the People at my college. And this is actually my last, official main stage college performance. I do have some other performances, but none of them are, official theater performances. So this is my last official performance, and I am super nervous but also super excited and also really sad. I'm feeling all of the emotions, folks. Today is actually our first dress rehearsal. This past weekend we had tech, and I actually ended up taking over the Instagram for our 9 to 9, 10 out of 12 full tech day. This show is really quite crazy. There's a lot of interesting elements because Enemy of the People, or An Enemy of the People, I just say Enemy of the People, the play is quite old. It's by Henrik Ibsen, and sometimes the language can be a little outdated. The translation that we're doing is more modern language, but in the typical Enemy of the People, which you can find a PDF of online if you would like to read that, or you are an artist and are looking into reading more plays, I would definitely recommend it. It's a little bit more older language, so this one is updated language, but it's still quite wordy. I have a lot of excessive monologues, and I had to look up a lot of words that I did not understand or know how to pronounce. But yeah, basically today we are going into our first dress rehearsal, and I'm gonna do my makeup and get my hair done for the first time. And we've been running with costumes because we're using something called Black Tracks technology, and basically it just is motion tracking for the stage. So normally in films and stuff like that, they have motion tracking for a lot of special effects and editing that they do, or Alice in Wonderland was a lot of motion tracking because it was live action animation. I don't know how to explain that, but they usually have the white dots all over their body. That is not what we are doing. So they've adapted that kind of technology for the stage, and basically you have these two sensors on either side of your shoulders, and then a pack that is like a beacon pack that kind of works like a mic pack would, and it tracks where you are on stage. And so lighting and projections and all of that kind of stuff can follow you directly. So it's really, really cool. And it allows for a little bit more leeway with lighting cues and all that kind of stuff. You do have to do different chapters when people come in and out and all that kind of stuff, but it definitely allows for a lot more smooth transitional movement. And then we also have mic packs on, so I have two lovely packs on my body that make me very sweaty. I feel like that's enough of an introduction to this. I have a couple of classes today, and then I've been running my lines continuously because this show is probably the hardest show for me because of the lines. We've only had a 4 or 5 week process. We started at the beginning of February, the last week of January. So yeah, we've had a month-long process, and it has been hell of a time because we have had so many snow days, and technically here when we have a snow day for the school we can't rehearse at night, so we've missed a lot of time because of the weather, and it just kind of sucks. But we have been doing very, very well despite that, and I think the show is in really, really great condition right now. Everyone has their lines memorized really, really well, and we started going through last night during our night tech rehearsal, and we got through most of up till Act 4, and there are 5 acts in the whole thing, so we got past intermission, which was great. and everyone did really well about either knowing their lines fully or being able to cover up and like know where to go from there. So I feel like we're in good shape, guys. Alright, so I'm going to stop talking. This has been the longest clip ever, but I will show you guys more of what happens in like the dressing room and as much as I can film all around that. I just used my Vapor Energy to find the lingerie bags, and I don't have any more. That's good. Yay! Hi guys. So I know this is a really weird angle, but I just wanted to talk to you about something while I take my makeup off. So I didn't really show a lot of footage from the dress rehearsal today, mainly because it was our first dress rehearsal and it can be a little stressful, and I didn't want to like add more stress to people by shoving a camera in their face. So yeah, it went pretty well. The reason why I wanted to talk about something is because I am just a little bit frustrated with myself right now, because the dress rehearsal, for me at least, didn't go as well as I would have liked it to. And by that, I mean that I literally flubbed like 3 lines and forgot them and had to skip. And for me, as a perfectionist, that's a lot. But in the grand scheme of things, it was fine because we didn't stop, and I did my best to carry on and make it cohesive, even though it didn't make a lot of sense, but that's okay. And I wasn't the only one who did that, so, you know, at least I wasn't alone. And yeah, I was talking to my boyfriend about it, and he was like, well, why don't you just use this as an opportunity to learn from it? And I was like, you're brilliant. Yeah, I should definitely do that. But yeah, it just frustrates me because I know that I can do better, and I have done better in the past. So it's just like, why is my brain not working in the one moment that it's supposed to? But yeah, I'm gonna study up on all of my lines, and especially the lines that I flubbed tonight, and then we will see what happens tomorrow. But there's also this kind of thing that we talk about in the theater community, where if your dress rehearsal goes well, then that means that all the stuff is going to go wrong during your show. So that's good, at least. And there were some interesting tech snafus as well. I think our projections cut out at one point, which, if anyone else has worked with projections, I love, oh, my nose piercing. I love projections, and I love running them on the technical side of things. I don't have a lot of experience with that, but I have like run projections for a couple of shows and seen how it all works, so I have at least a little bit of experience with it. But the hardest part is just because we are in a theater that is constantly changing and constantly being used by the school, we can't like permanently install any of our projections work, and because we change things so much, we can't permanently install any of it because it might not be in the same spot for one show as it would have been for another. And so on Broadway, when they have all of those kind of things, they can permanently install them for months at a time, and then when they break them down and take them out, they move them to a new place. But it's a lot easier for them to prevent any snafus, because if an actor or a technician or someone backstage walks the wrong way and pulls out a cord, then the whole system crashes down. So that's kind of a lot of what we were dealing with, or I assume they were dealing with today. I tried to just keep going and not pay attention to any of it, as I have to do as an actor. But yeah, it was pretty good. I'm trying not to beat myself up too much because I get a redo tomorrow, so I shouldn't be beating myself up as much as I am. And it wasn't a show, so that's my toilet. So now I can work to be better for the shows that are coming up. But I am going to drink some tea and rest my voice and head to bed after I wash my face. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Everybody say hello to my vlog.
Hi, vlog.
Hello. Somebody come get her. She dancing like a stripper. Hello my friends, I'm once again talking to you in my bathroom while I am doing something. I just wanted to talk about some things because I didn't really update you guys last night. There were a couple of clips from me in the dressing room and all of that. But today's opening, so today is Wednesday and I'm super excited. I'm a little bit nervous. If anyone else gets the nervous poops, I'm there with you. That may be TMI, but it's the truth. So I've been feeling down a little bit today, feeling a little bit anxious. So I'm just doing this anti-stress mask. Also, my face has been taking a beating from this makeup. I haven't worn makeup in so long. And then especially with stage makeup, which is just naturally like a little bit heavier than normal makeup. It's been a rough time on my skin. So I am treating myself to this lovely clay mask. And I just wanted to talk about a few things. So last night we had our last dress rehearsal, our final dress, and it actually went pretty well. There were some mishaps, but overall it went pretty good. So we kind of had our stumble through dress rehearsal the day before, and then last night it was better than expected. So that was good. I feel confident going into today's opening night. Yeah, and I also, since this video is coming out after the show is already over, I wanted to talk about some fun things that I'm doing for the cast that they will already have gotten by the time this video comes out. But basically my plan is to go to the dollar store and get some sort of like tumblers or containers or drink things or something like that for them. We are doing like gifts and things for the crew, as we always do. But I just wanted to give the cast and our stage managers and director and assistant directors some gifts from me, since this is my last show as a senior. I just wanted to do something nice for all the people that have supported me throughout this process and my cast members. So my plan is to get a little like tumbler thing that they can put like a straw in, and then I have this embosser kind of labeler thing that I'm gonna use and just kind of do an enemy of the people and then their name. And my plan is to take Polaroids of every single cast member in their costume and give that to them in that and write a little note for them. So I'm super excited about that. I'm going to start doing Polaroids today because I just feel like it'll be weird if I do them all at once. And I'd like to get some of them done today, so I brought some more of my film and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it'll be a fun time. And I'm super excited for them to see the little gifts that I got them. But right now I'm going to do this face mask and finish my homework and then probably take a really fat nap before I make dinner and get some snacks and start preparing for opening night. Here I am, back again. Today is Thursday and we had our opening night yesterday. It went really well. A lot better than I thought it was going to, honestly, and we had a lot more people than I was expecting too. We probably had a little bit over 50 people, which for a play is a decent amount, especially for a Wednesday night when the play is running for 4 days, 5 performances. So felt pretty good about that. I went to sleep, all that kind of stuff, had a great night last night. And yeah, now I just got back from a couple of my classes. I had an exam this morning, which is just great the morning after opening night. But you know, what can you do about psychology classes that don't understand how theater works? Now my parents, I picked them up from the airport yesterday, so they are coming over for lunch and to hang out for a little bit, and then I have another class, and then I have a little bit of a break, which I will hopefully take a nap in, and then I have to get ready for the show again tonight. Y'all, you're not gonna believe me, but this is the second day in a row that I've forgotten my camera at home when I've gone to go do things and perform in the show. So I want to show you guys something, a little bit of an update on what I have been doing with my gifts for people. So I have to write out my notes. I haven't done that. I haven't gotten the tumblers yet, but I kind of talked about it previously. But this is what they're looking like right now. It just says an enemy of the people, and then their names, and a little picture of them, a little Polaroid. So I thought that was really cute, and that would be a good gift. And I'm gonna stick that in a note in a tumbler and put the sticker things on top of the tumbler on the outside. So yeah, that's an update on that. I have to go out and get some supplies tomorrow, but tomorrow is also a 2-show day. So that will be a lovely, lovely time. It's our last day of shows.
Oh, that's Chris.
It's between 10 and 12. I think it's called. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today is Sunday, and we had the last show yesterday. It was a great run. It went really well. The last show was probably one of our best shows, and I look like a hot mess right now. But we had a great cast party last night, and we had a lot of fun and got to bond more as a cast. And yeah, so it's over. I really don't know how I feel right now, because it's kind of hard for me because this technically isn't my last show here. I do have another show, dance show in April, and then another theater show in April as well, but it's more of like a devised piece. So this was my last official like main stage production, and I don't think it's really hit me quite yet. I don't know if it will hit me for a hot second, but yeah, everyone really enjoyed their gifts. I ended up getting them these little like glass mason jar things with the straws in them instead of like a normal tumbler. Also felt better about getting glass than I would about getting plastic. And everyone really enjoyed their gifts. Strike went really quickly. We just took all the props up and all the furniture up, and most of it was actually done by the time I had said goodbye to a lot of my family who came to the last show, and friends as well. But yeah, a lot of the responses from people were like, how did you memorize all those lines? Because if you've ever read Enemy of the People, it's a lot of wordy language, especially for my character, the doctor, and she like goes on 17,000 monologues in Act 4. It's a great time. And so yeah, that was mainly a lot of the questions, how I did that, how my voice wasn't dying from having to do that many shows. I think it's finally paying me back because I've been starting to lose my voice this morning, but I still sound okay, and it's probably me maybe getting sick after the adrenaline is all worn off from the shows. I tend to have that happen to me, but yeah, so that's basically it. I have some photos that I want to show you guys, and then at the end of this, I'm going to close out this vlog since show week is over. I am going to include some clips from the actual show. They'll just be really brief, and they'll play at the end here. And yeah, we'll have a great time. If you'd like to watch those, you can. If you don't want to, feel free to click out. This one, that one's kind of dark, but it's basically all the dress forms that we use. This one is the worm that we hung above our dressing room. This is my wife, Michaela, and I smooching before the show. And this is my enemy dressing room setup.
Here you are, Mr. Billy. But if you're an hour late, you'll have to put up with cold meat. This is wonderful. Wonderful. Catherine, you've got another guess. The more the merrier, I say. Is this the one you've been so anxious about, too? Yes, it is. I must go to my room and read it at once. A lamp, Catherine. Is there a lamp in my room? Yes, there's one lit on your desk. Good. I know that, and you know it too, Peter. But you won't admit it because it was you who forced the issue. Well, you'll have to ask them that when the time comes. We can't see that, of course. A couple of old has-beens like us.
That seems to me an extraordinary way to categorize us.
I was joking, Peter. You see, I feel so happy.
Dr. Rowland says that work is a punishment for our sins.
Stupid to believe stuff like that.
Now, Isla.
Thank you all for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below for more. If you'd like to, you can check out my previous video on this side of the screen and my previous vlog on that side of the screen. Bye.